transportation. This is the backbone of our economy. Couldn't have come at a better time. I certainly want to thank the two leaders who are the bill sponsors at this point. We are proud of them. We are proud of the work that the governor has done in bringing us to this point. And I'm very honored to introduce to you the principal sponsor in the Colorado State Senate, Senator Dan Gibbs. Senator, thank you. And thank you.
Joe, thank you so much, and I want to thank everyone for being here. Governor Ritter's leadership, quite a few of my colleagues here in both the House and Senate for participating in this. It's a great honor to be here and be one of the prime sponsors of Colorado Faster. It stands for Funding and Advancement for Surface Transportation and Economic Recovery, working with my good friend, Representative Joe Rice. Faster will generate approximately $250 million in annual funding for roads and bridges and tens of thousands of jobs for Coloradans by keeping the impact to the average driver at less than $4 a month. This is really a jobs by June project, shovel-ready projects ready to go for the state of Colorado. But because of lack of funds, there have been many people in the construction-related fields that are out of work and have lost their jobs. Contractors have been forced to lay off 30% of their workforce and have millions of dollars of equipment sitting idling. Because of the lack of funds, Colorado has many dangerous roads and bridges. There are roads that you and your families drive on every day that are structurally deficient. Those are the roads that you might be taking your kids to school in the morning. We have 126 structurally deficient bridges. 115 bridges are 75 years old. Some sections of the highway are 75 to 100 years old. 40% of Colorado roads are in poor condition, and 1 in 5 of Colorado's roads needs completely reconstruction. Faster is a responsible, reliable, and sustainable way to fund transportation projects and create jobs. Now, it's a great pleasure to introduce Washington County Commissioner David Foy, who is the next incoming president-elect of Colorado Counties Incorporated.
Colorado Counties, known as CCI, recently co-hosted 25 meetings across Colorado to gather input on a proposed transportation system measure. Much of that work is reflected here. We want to thank commissioners, mayors, and council members for the hard work they have put into this process over the last year and a half. We will be holding meetings later this week with Colorado counties to brief our members on the completed proposal. Counties, in partnership with the state and federal governments, are part of an integrated transportation system. In Colorado, this system includes over 115,000 miles of county roads. State and federal funding is essential to building and maintaining a solid transportation system. It is also important to the state's economy as well as to the economies of individual communities. CCI believes that providing a local share of state revenues respects the tradition of an integrated system and gives citizens the most bang for their buck. County roads bring agricultural and other natural resource products to market, allowing for fire and police protection in all corners of the state, and provide the road home for the hundreds of thousands of Coloradoans. Thank you. I would like now to introduce Representative Joe Rice.
Thank you all for coming. I particularly want to thank all the people that are both here as well as that are not here right now who have had all of these hard conversations. If this was easy, it would have been done already. And so the people that are here have been interested in trying to solve this problem, and there's still a lot of work ahead. But why are we here? We're here for, if you want to boil it down to 2 words, safety and people and the jobs. You know, these people have families and they buy things in the community and they need jobs in order to keep the community and the economic environment healthy. And the safety, Senator Gibbs covered it very well about the dangers of an aging infrastructure, and Commissioner Foy also covered the importance of commerce and what we have roads and bridges for, to connect us so that we can get places and so that people and goods and services can travel. If this were easy, as you already said, it would have already been done. This is hard. And you've got a bunch of people here, both chambers, both sides of the aisle, elected officials at all levels, business leaders, private citizens at all levels, that are interested in solving the problem, at least taking meaningful steps to solve the problem. That's what FASTER does. It has three main components, if I were to boil it down. Number one is, for the first time in 17 years, bringing additional revenue into the transportation system. As Joe Blake said, sustainable revenue that we can do something with, that we can take care of more of our needs in maintenance of our bridges and roads. And because it's now a reliable system, we can bond or COP. We can either bond against it or we can use it to pay off COPs so that we can get at least 125 of these 126 structurally deficient bridges, begin to get them addressed, and fix many of them, most of them within a 4-year time frame. And the third thing it does is the things I think Joe Blake laid out so well, was this combination of how do we structurally change our transportation funding system to adapt to the 21st century, to get us out of a 20th century, a system that was, we fund our transportation system on a mechanism that was developed in the 1920s. Is that the appropriate mechanism to fund a 21st transportation system? And everybody agrees the answer is no. The question has been, what do we do about it? That's the hard decisions. That conversation is still open. And that conversation is still continuing in this building and with interest groups and people all over the state. And we, Senator Gibbs and I, are very interested in continuing to assemble and put together and bring together these ideas to accomplish those three goals of a new revenue stream, something that we can bond or COP against, and also put forth these structural changes in our transportation system so that we can keep these jobs and do the safety and road maintenance and bridge maintenance that is so critical to our system. Local governments and interest groups all around the state, Michael Penny with CML is here as well. They represent and support our efforts to do something in this regard. And thanks to the hard work of people like Josh Penry, Senator Gibbs, many others, all the other colleagues that are here, we are going to get something done this year. Or I hope we don't die trying when we cross a bridge that is structurally deficient. And with that, it is actually an honor to be able to introduce